On today's Alex and Otto's Child Seat segment, we're taking a look at the 2015 Ram ProMaster City. The ProMaster City is, of course, a compact cargo van, but it is available in a 5-passenger wagon format. A number of you have been asking me how well child seats fit in this vehicle, so I've borrowed one for a few days to check that out. The child seat we'll be using today is a Graco Classic Ride 50 child seat. It is a convertible seat, meaning it's suitable for forward or rearward facing installation and children between 4 and 50 pounds. Very obviously, this is a cargo van, so you should be able to put an awful lot of child seats in the back, so we're just going to go ahead and skip over that segment and see how well they fit in the back seat. As always, the first step is to adjust the front passenger seat so that way we're as close to the dashboard as possible, but still safe and comfortable. I want to move this seat up so I have about an inch of clearance between my knees and the dashboard. Because the ProMaster City is so tall, I can also adjust this front seat to a more upright seating position, and I still have an adequate amount of headroom. In fact, I have about 7 inches left. With the front seat adjusted to that position, I can almost fit a rearward-facing convertible child seat behind myself. If you were a shorter passenger, it would be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit easier to get a child seat in the back in this manner. Keep in mind you do want about an inch of clearance between the front seat and the child seat, because in the event of a rear-end style accident, the front seat can move a decent amount rearward, and you don't want it to impact that child seat. In terms of anchors, the ProMaster City comes with outboard latch anchors for both of the outboard seating positions and top tether anchors for all 3 seating positions. Because the ProMaster City is relatively wide, I had no problem fitting 2 child seats in the rear bench seat. The most important thing here is that the center child seat is actually in the center of this rear bench seat, meaning if I can sit in this outboard seating position very comfortably. Go ahead and close the sliding door there. And as you can see, I don't have any problem with my shoulders across this rear bench seat. Like the front seats, I have a lot of headroom going on back here, about 5 inches left, and these rear seats are a little bit higher off the ground than you might expect, making it an awful lot more comfortable for adults. On the flip side, however, children may find these rear seats a little bit less comfortable because they may find the seat bottom cushion a little bit high off the ground. As you can see, I had no problem fitting 3 child seats in the back. One thing to note is that these seats do seem a little bit skewed to the passenger side, so there's not quite as much clearance over there on that passenger side of the vehicle. But on the driver's side of the vehicle, I have about 5 inches of clearance between this average-sized child seat and the door. With a split opening 60/40 rear hatch and an awful lot of cargo area, since this is, of course, a cargo van, I had no problem fitting child seats in the back. The ProMaster City is primarily a cargo van, but because of the way our tax laws work in this country, it's also sold as a 5-passenger wagon. That means that if you're the kind of active family that needs a great deal of cargo space in the back of your vehicle, you essentially have a cargo box that is very square, floor to ceiling, all the way from here, all the way to the back of that second row. This means you can very easily put 2 adults up front, you can put 3 children in the back, and then you can fit something in the back that's 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and just about 5 feet long. That's more than you can fit in any other compact hatch in America. If you want to know more about the ProMaster City, you'll find a complete review on my channel as well. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. Again, I'm Alex Dykes, and this is the 2015 Ram ProMaster City. Go ahead and click on that subscribe banner at the bottom of your screen so you can be updated on all of my latest videos. You can also find me over at facebook.com/AlexandAutos, over at Twitter as AlexandAutos, and you can always email your questions to alex@alexandautos.com. I'll see you next week.